Be like the cliff against which the waves continually break, but it stands firm and tames the fury of the water around it. It sounds poetic, doesn't it? Like something you'd read in a yoga studio. But make no mistake, this wasn't written in a library. This was written in a war tent. Marcus Aurelius wasn't trying to be deep. He was trying to keep it together while leading an empire that was literally rotting from the inside out. We tend to think of philosophy as an armchair sport, but for Marcus, it was active combat. He was dealing with the Antonine Plague, brutal border wars, and the crushing weight of being the most powerful man on earth. He wrote these words not to teach us, but to coach himself, to keep from snapping under pressure that would break most modern men in a week. If he could stand firm against that kind of tide, we can learn to stand our ground too. We're obsessed with outside validation, aren't we? Likes, promotions, the right car, the right partner. We act like happiness is this thing we gotta hunt down. But Marcus, he looked at all that, and remember, this guy was the emperor of Rome, the most powerful man on earth. And he said, very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking. Think about that. The guy who could have anything, gold, statues, power, realized none of it actually did the job. He's telling you that you're miserable not because you don't have the thing, but because you've convinced yourself you need the thing to be okay. You're chasing a ghost. Happiness isn't out there waiting for you to buy it. It's a byproduct of how you view the world right now. And when things go sideways, which they will, Marcus hits us with this. If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it, and this you have the power to revoke at any moment. This is the hard truth people hate hearing. It's not the breakup that destroys you. It's your story that I'm unlovable. It's not the traffic jam that ruins your day. It's your opinion that this shouldn't be happening to me. The event is just data. It's neutral. You're the one adding the tragedy filter. Marcus is saying you can literally just drop the opinion, revoke the power you gave that external thing over your mood. It's a mental switch, and yeah, it's hard to flip, but it's there. We spend our whole lives time traveling, regretting yesterday or freaking out about tomorrow. We're never actually here. Marcus was tired of that noise. He said plainly, give yourself a gift, the present moment. It's cheesy until you realize you've probably missed the last 5 years of your life because you were too busy worrying about the next 5. He calls it a gift because it's the only thing you actually own. You don't own the past, that's gone. You don't own the future, that's a fantasy. All you have is right now. Stop rejecting the gift. But I know, the future is scary. What if I fail? What if I go broke? Marcus had a logical slap in the face for that anxiety. Never let the future disturb you. You will meet it, if you have to, with the same weapons of reason which today arm you against the present. I love this. It's practical. He's asking, hey, are you handling today? Are you surviving right now? Yes, you are. So why do you think you'll suddenly turn into a helpless idiot 3 years from now? You won't. The same resilience and brain power you're using to navigate today's problems will be there when the future arrives. You don't need to borrow trouble from tomorrow. You're already equipped. People say they want to grow, but then they scream the second anything changes. We want stability. We want safety. Marcus thought that was ridiculous. He asks, frightened of change, but what can exist without it? Can any vital process take place without something being changed? He's looking at nature. You can't eat if the food doesn't change form. You can't breathe if the air doesn't cycle. You can't get stronger if your muscles don't tear and repair. Change isn't an accident. It's the engine of the universe. If you're fighting change, you're fighting reality, and reality always wins. So stop gripping the steering wheel so tight. Let the process happen. And then there's anger. Oh, we love our righteous indignation, don't we? It feels good to explode. But Marcus saw right through that trap. How much more harmful are the consequences of anger than the circumstances that aroused them in us? Think about the last time you lost it. Did screaming fix the problem? Or did it just ruin your day, spike your blood pressure, and make you look like a fool? The thing that made you mad, the rude waiter, the slow driver, that lasted 10 seconds. Your anger about it, that poisoned you for hours. It's a bad trade. You're drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. Marcus takes it a step further, challenging our ego. Keep this thought handy when you feel a fit of rage coming on. It isn't manly to be enraged. Rather, gentleness and civility are more human and therefore manlier. And he caps it with, the nearer a man comes to a calm mind, the closer he is to strength. See, we think loud equals strong. We think aggression equals dominance. Marcus says that's backward. Any toddler can throw a tantrum. Any dog can bark. That's weakness. That's a lack of control. Real power, real strength, that's looking chaos in the face and not flinching. It's keeping your pulse low when the world is screaming. That is the ultimate flex. Accept the things to which fate binds you and love the people with whom fate brings you together, but do so with all your heart. This is the concept of Amor Fati, love of fate. And honestly, this is where most people get stuck. We waste so much energy wishing things were different. I wish I had a different boss. I wish I was taller. I wish it wasn't raining. Marcus says, stop. Just stop. You're arguing with reality, and reality is undefeated. He's telling you to not just tolerate your situation, but to actually embrace it. If you're stuck in traffic, don't seethe. Love the downtime. If you're stuck with a difficult family, love the chance to practice patience. He takes it further, to love only what happens, what was destined, no greater harmony. It sounds kind of fatalistic, but it's actually freedom. If you believe that everything happening is exactly what should be happening for your growth, you stop being a victim. You stop asking, why me? And start asking, what is this teaching me? It turns every obstacle into fuel. You gotta work with the material you have, not the material you wish you had. We let people live rent-free in our heads who wouldn't even help us move a couch. Marcus nailed this insecurity perfectly. The tranquility comes when you stop caring what they say or think or do. Care only about what you do. It's simple, but we make it complicated. We hustle for approval from strangers on the internet or try to impress neighbors we don't even like. Marcus is shouting across the centuries, stay in your lane. Your character is your business. Their opinion of your character is their business. When you outsource your self-worth to other people, you're handing them the remote control to your emotions. Take the remote back. And then he drops this hammer of a truth. It never ceases to amaze me. We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinion than our own. Isn't that ridiculous? It's the ultimate human paradox. We are self-obsessed, yet we trust a stranger's criticism more than our own conviction. Marcus is mocking us here, gently. He's saying, trust your own gut. You live in your skin, they don't. If you wake up expecting the world to be a Disney movie, you're gonna have a bad time. Marcus prepared for the worst every single morning. He said, begin each day by telling yourself, today I shall be meeting with interference, ingratitude, insolence, disloyalty, ill will, and selfishness, all of them due to the offender's ignorance of what is good or evil. Some people think this is pessimism. It ain't. It's armor. He's treating life like a wrestling match, not a dance. He knows people are going to be rude, selfish, and annoying, but notice the end of the quote? He forgives them in advance. He says they act that way because they're ignorant, not because they're evil demons. So when Karen yells at you in the grocery store, you don't get shocked. You just think, there it is, the interference I predicted. You stay calm because you saw it coming. Okay, let's talk about the big one, death. We run from it, we hide from it, but Marcus stared right at it. Death smiles at us all. All we can do is smile back. That's not morbidity, that's swagger. He's saying death is natural. It's the tax you pay for being alive. And since you can't negotiate the tax, you might as well pay it with a smile. It's a reminder that your time is finite. Scarcity creates value. If gold was everywhere, it would be worthless. Life is valuable because it ends. He clarifies what we should really be scared of. It is not death that a man should fear, but he should fear never beginning to live. Most people are just sleepwalking, waiting for Friday, waiting for retirement, waiting for someday, and then the clock runs out. Marcus wants you to wake up. And here is the ultimate hack for anyone feeling burnt out or regretful. Think of yourself as dead. You have lived your life. Now take what's left and live it properly. This is powerful stuff. Imagine your life ended 5 minutes ago. Done. Now imagine you were given a miracle. You got sent back to right now. Everything from this second forward is bonus time. It's extra. When you view life as a bonus round, you stop sweating the small stuff. You take the risk. You forgive the grudge. You eat the cake. You're living on house money now. Be like the cliff against which the waves continually break, but it stands firm and tames the fury of the water around it. I know we touched on this, but let's hit it again because it's the core image of Stoicism. The world is the ocean. It is chaotic, violent, and relentless. You can't stop the waves. You can't stop the economy from crashing, or people from leaving, or things from breaking. If you try to fight the water, you drown. Be the rock. The rock doesn't scream at the wave. It just holds its ground. Eventually, the water breaks against the rock and falls back. Your stability is what tames the chaos. Finally, we have the concept of the inner citadel. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Your mind is a filter. You don't see the world as it is, you see the world as you are. If your thoughts are trash, your life will look like trash, even if you're living in a palace. If your thoughts are strong, you can be happy even in a crisis. You have to curate your thoughts like you curate your diet. Marcus gives us the manual on how to be bulletproof. Choose not to be harmed, and you won't feel harmed. Don't feel harmed, and you haven't been. This sounds like a magic trick, but it's logic. Harm is a feeling. It's a judgment. If someone insults you, they just made sounds with their mouth. You are the one who decides to interpret those sounds as an injury. You can literally just decide not to take it. And he sums it up with, everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth. Once you get this, you're invincible. That criticism, just an opinion. That failure, just a perspective. You write the story. So write a good one. Concentrate every minute like a Roman, like a man, on doing what's in front of you with precise and genuine seriousness, tenderly, willingly, with justice, and on freeing yourself from all other distractions. Like a Roman? He's not saying go wear a toga. He's telling you to lock in. How much of your day is spent half working, half scrolling, half listening? We are distracted by everything. Marcus is demanding precise and genuine seriousness. It means whatever you are doing, whether it's running a company or washing the dishes, do it with respect. Do it like it matters, because it does. He raises the stakes here. Yes, you can, if you do everything as if it were the last thing you were doing in your life. And stop being aimless. Stop letting your emotions override what your mind tells you. Stop being hypocritical, self-centered, irritable. Imagine that standard. If this was the last conversation you'd ever have, would you be checking your phone? If this was the last project you'd ever ship, would you cut corners? Probably not. He wraps it up with a promise. You see how few things you have to do to live a satisfying and reverent life? If you can manage this, that's all even the gods can ask of you. Simplify. That's the secret. We think we need to do 1,000 things to be successful. Marcus says you just need to do the thing in front of you and do it well. This brings us to the ultimate stress killer, the dichotomy of control. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. We drive ourselves crazy trying to control things that are completely out of our hands. You can't control the economy. You can't control if your crush likes you back. You can't control the traffic. But you try, don't you? You worry, you stress, you manipulate. It's a waste of battery life. Marcus is handing you the keys to freedom. Focus strictly on your own mind, your own actions. That is your entire kingdom. Everything else is just weather. And he reminds us again, because we are stubborn and we forget. If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it. And this you have the power to revoke at any moment. Revoke the pain? That sounds impossible, but it's real. You can decide that the rude comment didn't hurt. You can decide that the failure was a lesson. The event happened, that's physics. The hurt happened, that's a choice. Stop choosing it. Now, what do we do when life punches us in the face? Because it will. Marcus didn't believe in getting around problems. He believed in using them. The mind adapts and converts to its own purposes the obstacle to our acting. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. This is legendary. The thing blocking your path is the path. Did you get fired? That's not a roadblock. That's the path to a new career or starting your own business. Did you get injured? That's the path to learning patience or training a different part of your body. You stop seeing problems as bad luck and start seeing them as raw material. You're an alchemist. You take the lead weight of the problem and turn it into gold. And finally, don't think being a Stoic means being a cold, unfeeling robot who lives in a cave. Marcus was huge on community. He knew we needed each other. We were born to work together, like feet, hands, and eyes, like the 2 rows of teeth, upper and lower. To obstruct each other is unnatural. Look at that image, rows of teeth. If the top teeth fight the bottom teeth, you can't eat, you starve. If we fight our neighbors, if we screw over our colleagues, we are literally working against our own survival. He clarifies our purpose. Humans were made to help others, and when we do help others, or help them do something, we're doing what we were designed for. We perform our function. It feels good to help people because you're built to do it, just like a bird is built to fly. So if you're feeling lost or empty or directionless, go help someone. Seriously, get out of your own head and be useful. It's the quickest way to find that meaning you're looking for.